All right. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? I hope my friends on Facebook and all my friends over at YouTube are having a great day. And check me out on YouTube. It's at Jonah Mike Madden. You can subscribe there, and these videos appear there too. What do you know? Not only do I do them live on Facebook, but I do them live on YouTube too. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, the eye is getting better, but it's still a little bit irritated. I don't know. It's coming along. Hold on for a second. And I want to thank everyone for the birthday wishes yesterday. For those of you who didn't know, yesterday was 62 for me. And basically, I said 62 is a lot better than 50, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Because I can tell you at 50, I wasn't kayaking for 5 miles, and I sure as heck wasn't bicycling for 50 miles. That's a fact. As a matter of fact, at 50, my 50th birthday was 2 weeks after my heart attack. That's something to think about. That's now 12 years ago. So that's pretty cool, too. So I thought I'd jump on here and talk about, like where we want to go and how we get there. And sometimes the process isn't necessarily something we focus on when we want to get somewhere. We keep looking at the goal. What's our goal? What's our goal? What's our goal? Can we make it to our goal? And the problem with focusing on that is that we lose track of what we're doing to get there. Like they say, life gets in the way, right? And a lot of times life is our own thought processes as we're going toward our goal, because we may have a time constraint on our goal. Well, now we're focusing on how much time we have left to reach our goal. We may have a weight number in mind. We're focusing on that weight number to get to our goal, rather than focusing on the steps it takes to get there, if you see where I'm going to go here, right? Because I know where I want to go. The question is, how the heck do I get there? How do I get from point A to point B? It doesn't have to be the fastest fashion, because sometimes the fastest way isn't necessarily the safest, the best, or the easiest. It's just fast. The safest is probably one of the better ways, but the problem with complete safety is we can never be completely safe. You go out on the roads, you have a feeling of safety because you're in a car, but people have accidents all the time, right? You see cars driving around with damage on them all the time. People make mistakes. And the same is true when we're traveling on this journey. I mean, I've been at this 4 years, as I posted this morning in Facebook. Today is my 4-year anniversary of starting my journey toward better health. I joined Joan as a coach in August of that year, but I started in June. And I was focused on my goal. And all of a sudden, life started getting in my way. My drinking kicked my butt. That was a week of pain. I'll tell that story later, but let's just say that was a painful experience, and I never want to go through that again. And I won't, because I'm not touching another drink for the rest of my life. It's that simple. I can't. So all these things reared their heads in front of me saying, no, you're not going to be successful. But rather than looking at my goal, I looked at the steps I needed to take to get to my goal. I hope that makes sense. I didn't lose sight of the goal. Just like when you put it in the GPS, you know where you're going, but when I'll tell you what, great example. When you put something in your map, whatever map app you use, whatever, Waves, whatever, Google Earth, whatever, when you hit start directions, do you scroll down to where your destination is and start looking there? Or do you go to the beginning, leave it there, and follow the steps it takes to get there on the map, right? It scrolls by you, right? Same is true when you're on a journey toward anything. a business goal, a health goal, anything. There are steps that you need to take to get there. Whether you follow the direction of a coach, a trainer, a business mentor, anyone. But if you focus on your goal all the time, you're not going to focus on what needs to really happen, which is getting these things in place to reach the goal. It's like building a set of staircases or following a GPS, right? You can't say we're going to start up there to build a set of staircases. You have to start down here. You have to put the rail, what they call them. Heck, I can't even remember now. I can't believe it. Anyway, you have to put the stringers up. I remembered. And then you have to put the treads on and the fascia, right? But you have to build those steps. You can't put the stringers up, go up top and try to put the top step on. You have to put the bottom on, work your way up. Well, you could go put the first one on and work your way down, but that would be kind of silly, wouldn't it? So, because now you're going this way. But anyway, the point is that we have to work on ourselves and on how we do things to get to where we want to go. Not anybody else, not the goal. The goal's cool, man. You want to go. You want something big and scary. I call it your big hairy goal, right? What scares the heck out of you? Okay? What scares the heck out of you? That's your goal. But the goal is a plaque on the wall that you forget about, because you have to get to that goal. You have to take the steps to get to that goal. You can't just say, that's my goal. I got it written down. It's right there. You have to start doing things to get there. The steps are what's really, really important. Now, I'm not going to say that if you don't reach that goal, that's okay. I'm going to say that you work till you get to the goal. As far as I went, I set a goal when I first started this of 155 pounds. I tell the story all the time. I'm on a group of men's call one day. There was a women's group and there was a men's group in our, and there's also together, but we had this one men's group and we were talking about our goals, and I told him my goal. And the guy said to me, you sure? What do you mean? Of course I'm sure, 155 pounds. Talk to me later. Okay. Got to 155, guess what? I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling it. That's when I lost the other 11 pounds and got down to 144. Then I was feeling it. That's when I knew that's where I needed to be. That's the weight I needed to be at to feel good in my body. And then and only then did I start really digging in and working hard at making it a stronger, better, more, a useful body. Because had I started at 200 pounds, 196 is where I actually started, I could have put myself right back in the hospital again with a heart condition. I could have done numerous things to my body. I could have strained more muscles. So if you want to know where you're going, that's cool. Write it down. Have that goal. But put the steps in place to get there and follow them. That's the key. That's how we do this. That's how we teach our people to get to their goal. We don't teach them, here's your goal, go get it. We say, here's your goal. What do you need to do to get there? We discuss that with them. We get them to their goal. Then we teach them how to stay there, how to continue to stay at that number and make their body even stronger. And here's the other thing. If you go back and look at pictures of Mike from 2018 and then look at Mike at 2020, the weight never changed, but so much about my body style did. I look at the pictures now and I see it and I'm shocked by it. I'm like, wait, when did that happen? Because what happened was by eating healthier consistently, don't get me wrong, I'm human and I like good food. Every once in a while, I'm going to go out and eat some good food. There's no doubt about that. But I give myself grace for that. I don't fall down and say, well, I ate crappy. I'm just going to keep eating crappy. No, I ate crappy. Okay, so what? I'll go right back to what I was doing tomorrow. But I had to eat crappy once in a while. I mean, everybody does. That's life, guys. You're going to give yourself, look, I've eaten French fries in the last 4 years. I'm going to be really honest with you. Most people think I never touch a French fry. Not true. Not true. I've eaten potato chips in the last year. People think we don't eat potato chips. Not true. But here's the thing. I don't eat a big serving. I eat a serving. Right? I limit myself to what is a healthy serving. Because I know how I got here. And I know where I want to continue going. I don't want to be some broken down 75-year-old guy sitting on one of these chairs reminiscing about how life passed me by. That's not going to friggin' happen. And I don't want anybody in my life to be that way. I want you to be vibrant, dynamic, screaming at the moon, having a good time, and telling the world, hey, check me out, man. Look at this. Look what I did. And here's the thing about telling people, look what I did. I don't do it so everybody goes, oh, hey, great job, Mike. It doesn't matter. What matters is that other people understand that they can do it. And look, if you know me, if you were somebody who grew up with me or somebody who worked with me in the fire department or somebody who worked with me at Lowe's, okay, you know what I was like 5 years ago. You know what I was like 20 years ago. You know what I was like 30 years ago. And you're probably sitting there going, what the heck happened to that guy? A couple things. One, he realized he was killing himself. Two, he realized he wasn't growing at all. And three, he realized he wasn't going anywhere. I was stuck. One place. One place. And all those things became apparent as I started my journey toward my goal. Isn't that interesting? That deciding that I needed to lose 40 pounds turned out to be 50. Deciding that I needed to lose 40 pounds changed my life so much. Changed it so much that we've helped almost 250 people get healthy in the last 4 years. It's changed our lives so much. Joan and I are debt free. We don't live paycheck to paycheck. The only debt we have now is we just bought Joan a car because we needed a newer car for one of us. And she gets the car. That's the way it works. And that's okay. That's a minor debt. I mean, we're looking at paying that off in the next year too. And all because we decided to lose some weight and then decided to show other people how to do the same thing. And then they said, hey, can we show other people how to do that? Yes, you can show other people how to do that. It's easy. It's easy. Not simple. Well, it's simple, but not easy. Let's say that. It was my journey. I wrote that this morning. I had a lot of demons kick their heads up at me and say, oh, no, you ain't going to make this. I said, yes, I am. I'm done. No more. And I have to say this, that I was going through a period from 2009 when I had my heart attack until about 2018, 18, where I was probably going to the hospital once every 9 or 10 months for chest pain after my 2 stents. If I had a twinge, guess what? I'm going to the hospital. It got so routine that I would call Joan and I would say, hey, I'm at the hospital. Can you grab my phone charger or whatever and maybe a pair of shorts or something and bring them over to me? And she'd be at work and she'd go, okay, I'll be there after work. And her boss is sitting there going, go, go, go. And she said, he's fine. because she trusted me when I called her and I told her I'm fine. But at the same time, I still wanted to make sure I had, and I would go. And that's really, really what it's all about. So anyway, all right. I think I've taken quite enough of your time today, guys. If you know where you're going, make sure you know how you're going to get there. Okay? Is your tank full of gas? Did you change the oil? Right? Did you tune it up? Because let's face it, you're not in tune. If I didn't work up to 50 miles a day on a bicycle, I would never been able to do it. I'd have killed myself. I'd been like, right? Even the 5 miles on the kayak. It took me a month to get up to 5 miles on the kayak. So work on yourself first, and then work on your body second. This first, this second. Know where you're going, know how you're going to get there, and then follow the steps. And most of that's based on habit. We'll talk about that another time. You guys, thanks, Mary, for your comments. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Peace. Love yous.